Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard. Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at J100 on the MakeCode forums.
That's right. It's MakeCode Junior, where we usually do more advanced stuff than we do regularly. And in keeping with that tradition, today we're going to be implementing checking for check in our chess game. I made the board a little prettier.
Yeah, that is nice.
So we're going to basically, we need to detect if a move you would make would put you into check or not, because that is an illegal move. You're not allowed to make a move that would put you in check. So, and once we have this done, I think we can also do this into checking for checkmate. So hopefully we'll do that. But for now,
we'll see about that one. It might become too much.
We'll see.
Computation.
But to start, we're going to do the check stuff. So the basic plan for this is, you saw at the end of last stream, I started doing this before Vivian set me straight on how I was not doing it right. Just correct. I was very wrong. I was not thinking it through. But inside of our highlight move spots, we can go down to the king and we can see what the basic strategy was. And we're going to be able to reuse some of this code. So what I did was, when you have the king, you highlight all of the spots that they can move. Then you, for all of the pieces, like do a highlight their move spots. Sorry. For all of the pieces, you highlight their move spots, okay? Then I changed all of those highlight hitbox sprites to be enemy hitbox sprites. Now, I highlighted all of the places where the king could move. Then I went over all of them, and this is castle check.
All of them, as in all of the king's moves, or all of the piece moves?
So I went over all of the piece moves, across all of the king's moves.
Okay.
And if they were on the same spot, then I destroyed them, because that meant that you can't move there, right? This is not the way to do it, but we're going to use some of this code.
Okay. Should we make a function that's like check? Just to split it up.
That is what we're going to do. So we're going to Joey's taking words right out of my mouth. Stay out of my mouth, Joey. So we're going to do check for check. And this is going to take in a Boolean, which is going to say, is it black or not? Are we checking for check for black or not? So to do this, what we're going to do is we need to basically, this is going to be similar. We're going to move the piece, then we'll call check for check. And what check for check is going to do is it's going to call all of the moves for all of the pieces of the other color. And if any of them would hit the king, then that means that we're in check. And so we would return true. Otherwise, we're going to return false. So to make that happen, what we're going to do is first, let's get rid of all of that code I did yesterday, or at least drag it out. We might reuse little bits of it. We're going to go into, let me see. First, let me grab this stuff. That's all fine. And then I put this in the wrong place anyway. There you go. Okay. So our king stuff is back to normal. This is all of our castle stuff right here. All right. So we're going to go into our highlight space function, the one we are currently in, highlight move spots. And we are going to pass in a Boolean. Let me think about this. No, I don't want to change this function because it's going to be really tedious. So what I was thinking was we want to basically highlight these to be a different kind. But I think that we don't actually need to do that. So we're just going to keep an array of all of the places where we could move. So I guess the first thing we're going to do is we're going to call highlight move spots for a piece. All right, when we're ready to get it to move. Let's go to where we're calling that. It should be inside of a non-overlap. Right here. There we go. Okay. So we're calling highlight move spots on our piece, and this is going to highlight all of the places they can move without the check. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to loop over all of those sprites that we just created, all of the highlight move sprites we created. So let's go ahead and get an array of all sprites of kind. Change this to be highlight hitbox. And for each of these, we are going to, let's see. Oh yeah, we have highlight and highlight hitbox. That's fine though. So we're going to go for each of these highlight hitboxes. We're going to change their kind. So let's go ahead and set the kind to be potential move spot. All right, cool. Okay, so now we need to check to see if we're in check. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to each of these potential move spots. So let's go ahead and do a 4-element value for potential move spots. And for each of these move spots, what we're going to do is place our piece on that spot, then call check check. And then if that returns true, we're going to delete that potential move spot. So let's go ahead and do the moving the piece first. So we need to do place on top of for the sprite. So let's go ahead and do place sprite. Oh, and first we need to save current move, or I guess unmoved location. We need to know where they started so that we can put them back at the end of all of this. So let's go ahead and get the tile map location of block right here. We're going to put this as our piece hitbox like that. And we're now going to place the sprite on top of, we want to place the sprite and the sprite's parent. We want to place both of them. On top of the tile map location of not sprite, of value. So this is going to put it on top of the space that we have. And get rid of this. We don't need to set the kind twice. Okay, now let's go to our check for check. And inside here, we're just going to make this return something real quick. So we'll just put in return and we'll say return false. Right now, you're never in check. Okay, so we're going to say if, and then call our function, check for check. And we need to pass in if we are the black color or not. Right here. So we want to get the parent, get the data black as Boolean. And if the check for check returns true, then we are going to destroy this value. Now we also need to destroy the highlight for this spot. And so let's see. So we're creating all of our little highlight sprites, the ones that we don't actually want to keep around. Those are the ones you actually see, and we don't actually care about those. So you know what? I'm just going to destroy all of them and recreate them. Why not? I think it's just going to be the easiest way to do this. Like that. All right. Now, at the end of this, we want to loop over all of our sprites of kind highlight hitbox. I'm sorry, potential move spot, and we're going to set the kind back to highlight hitbox, and then we're going to create another highlight and put it on top of them. So really, we could get rid of this create highlights thing we were doing before. So let's go to our possibly highlight. Where are you, possibly highlight? Right here. And we're going to just pull out this bit. Get rid of that. And since we are creating them after we do the check for check thing, we might as well just create them here and not elsewhere, you know? So we're going to set temp sprite to be this, and we're going to place them on top of the location of value. Does that make sense, Joey?
Yes. Do we need to destroy all sprites of kind highlighted above them?
No, we don't need more. Yeah, so I can get rid of this. Okay, so I think that should do it.
This is for all and sprite.
So yeah, here, I'll just talk through it. So we do the highlight move spots for the sprite, parent as sprite. We set that to be true. So this is going to generate a bunch of highlight hitbox sprites. We're going to loop over all of those and change them to be potential move spots. This is to make it so that we don't conflict with the check for check function. Next, we're going to loop over all of those potential move spots. We're going to place the sprite on top of one of them. Then we're going to place the parent on it as well. Then we're going to call check for check with the parents if it's black or not. And if it is, then we are going to destroy that potential move spot. At the end of this, we're going to go over all of our potential move spots. Oh, this should go inside here. Go. I'm going to go over all of our potential move spots. We're going to set them back to highlight hitbox, and then we're going to create the actual highlight that you see and place them on top of it. I think that's it. I think we covered it. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, assuming check for check works, then that would make sense.
Yeah. All right, and we're also going to at the end of this place the sprite and parent back on the unmoved location. Just like that. All right, now let's go right check for check. Okay, so first things first, we need to get all of our sprites of the opposite color for this. So we're going to make a variable which is going to be called all of the sprites. Well, we should give that a better name. Enemy sprites. And we're going to set this first to just be all of the, well, actually, we're going to do a for of loop. So let's go ahead and do a for of loop right here. We're going to do for element value of and get the array of all kinds piece. Here we go, array of all sprites of kind piece. And now we're going to say, is this a piece I care about? Also, we need to set enemy sprites to be an empty array. I just realized. So basically, we're gonna go all of these and see, is it the opposite color? If it is, then we're going to add it to our enemy sprites. This. So black does not equal if black does not equal the value data black, then we're going to add it to our list. So this is going to give us all of our enemy sprites. And this is just to make our code a little cleaner. I could really just do everything inside of this if statement, but I'm going to do everything in a for loop. Not get nested a million times. Add value at end. Make this enemy sprites. Put in value. Okay. Now, for each of these guys, what we're going to do is we are going to call, you know what, actually, this is dumb. I'm going to get rid of this. And we're just going to call highlight move spots. We're going to pass in value. And so this right here, this Boolean, we added this yesterday. And what this Boolean does is it says, don't delete all of the move spots when you're highlighting this next set of move spots. So we're going to set this to be false. because this is going to make it so that all of our move spots get created and they're all just overlapping on top of each other, you know. All right. And now what we're going to do is we are going to, now that we've highlighted everything, we just need to loop over, well, I guess we need the enemy king. So we're going to make another variable, which is going to be called enemy king. We're going to set enemy king to be, or sorry, actually, we want this to be my king. So we're going to say else, and we're going to do an else if the kind equals king. Then we'll keep this guy around. Like that. All right, now that we've done that, we just need to loop over all of our sprites of kind highlight spot. Highlight hitbox, I mean. And if that overlaps with my king, then we return true.
Does this, so if the opponent makes a move that like moves their queen that was previously blocked, how do I phrase that best? Pieces can be pinned by like other pieces threatening check if those pieces move. So would this account for that? Highlight move spots. I guess this is recursively calling it check for check. Like
this is not recursively calling check for check. So what this is, if you're talking about two stages of check, I don't think that's an invalid move.
No. So if you
like you're saying, if I have the king, all right, and the king is being blocked by the queen, okay, and I move my queen, is that going to check it?
So it's you have a bishop here, you have a queen here, and you have a king here.
Mm-hmm.
It is an invalid move to move the queen in such a way to threaten check. Oh wait, this is checking for your own safety, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe this doesn't account for that.
This does account for that, I think.
Yeah, this does account for that. Yeah.
Because we've moved our piece, and now we're checking to see if we are still safe. So you can never make a piece move.
Gotcha.
Regardless of what the piece is, that would put you into check.
Okay. That seems good. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking from the wrong color.
They can still make moves if it puts you into check. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So there's our check for check. Oh, one last thing. We need to destroy we need to clean up. So at the end of this, we're going to go ahead and call destroy all sprites of kind. Where is that block I just added? There it is. And we're going to destroy all our highlight hitboxes. We don't need them anymore. Get out of here, check for check. All right, now we just need to test this, I think. My simulator has gone dark, so let us refresh.
I'm not sure. I think that might have. It's possible that is just calculation-wise. No? Okay, good.
Why?
This might get expensive. It's fine. It should be fine now.
I think it should be fine.
Okay.
Wait, what just happened? Okay, I did something with the
Just
king.
change the highlight hitbox and like the move or something, and the highlight moves or something.
What the heck?
So in check for check. Does highlight move spots set highlighted piece?
It does.
Okay, so at the end we should change highlighted piece back before moving it, maybe?
Yeah,
Before
you're right. Undo.
Or maybe just
So
move that out before calling highlight move spot, like make it so the person calling highlight moves, it's the same.
whatever, this will work. Okay, let's try that again. I think that is indeed what was happening. Move on up. There we go. All right. Okay, what can I do to put myself in check? Joey, give me the fewest moves to check.
1 second. I can't
So here's
remember.
here's
That's
Black's
the king.
king.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, there we go. Okay, wait. Yeah, so we've already got it. All right. So we should not be able to move here or here.
Correct.
So let's see.
Nice.
Seems to be working. All right, let's try the like 1 degree of separation. So here, first though, we gotta make some more changes.
A valid one, because you can try and take the pawn. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I realized my mistake. Okay, so we got to do something that will put our thing in check. So the easiest way to do that, I think, is with a rook. Let me just go ahead and get rid of these pawns. Oh, now it froze.
Did it freeze, or is it calculate? Is it
Why would it be calculating? I just chose a pawn.
That's true.
It should only be calculating 2 spots.
It should only be calculating 2 spots. Yeah.
I don't think it's that expensive a calculation, to be honest. All right.
It's not
We're
at
gonna play
first.
around
A
with.
lot of pieces are locked, but it does become it becomes more expensive as the board develops. Because the first one, the pawns block all the moves. So once you open up the avenues for the rook and bishop to do that, it gets significantly, the search space gets larger.
Yes, that's true. I'm just thinking that our function for making.
Yeah. It should still be reasonable, I think. I think like computers are fast. It's checking a lot of things, but it's checking them like 1 time per second. So
Oh, I keep choosing the wrong color. Just making a bunch of just making a bunch of moves, seeing if we get to a point where
it locks, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, what was that move just there?
Oh, it moved my rook, didn't it?
Well, I think you had clicked the rook, but the rook moved diagonally, right?
Oh, is that rook secretly a knight? That rook might secretly be a knight. We'll have to check her setup board function.
That rook would have to secretly be a bishop. Can you check the other rook?
Here, let's just move this rook again and see what we get.
Okay.
You know, it's moving validly this time. I thought I clicked the knight, so I think what might have happened was the knight got sent out instead of the.
Oh, the rook got, like, for some reason the rook moved instead of the knight.
Yeah,
Was
We'll
it
have to.
secretly overlapping both? Like one half?
I don't know. It's a 1 pixel thing, so I would hope not, but maybe it did somehow. Yeah.
I mean, it's possible for it to be overlapping both if you're in between the tiles.
This does not seem too computationally expensive.
Yeah.
I can say so myself.
Yeah.
I think something weird must have happened that time. Maybe it was the simulator getting slow, because when I refreshed, the simulator was
faster. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the garbage collection was causing this. Okay, well, let's do our test. So we need to do something where we can move a piece and put ourselves into check. So let's go ahead. Let's see. This is the king.
If you want to move a piece and put yourself into check, the blue one can move the king down one, or can't move the king down one. Oh, you mean one?
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I want to move a different piece and put us into check. Right. So I want to put this rook here. I want to put this queen here. Oh, now we're slow. Now we're slow. Okay, I accidentally moved that rook.
Basically, you're checking for pinned pieces right now, is what you're saying. You're checking that like
Yes.
the queen can't move. Okay.
Right. Now I'm frozen. Okay, my official guess is we're creating a million sprites and accidentally not deleting them.
That's possible.
Okay, we have 67 sprites right now. You will see if this number goes up.
It's pretty stable. It's getting deleted after it moves, at least.
Yeah.
The quickest way to get a pin piece is probably to pull out one pawn, and use a bishop and make it block a bishop, because then you can just try and move that pawn afterwards. So like bishop goes all the way to the far side, and then it will be diagonally looking at the bishop on the white piece.
Right. So this is the king, right? So if I move this one, no.
It has to be.
I move.
This, yeah.
No, that won't.
If you move
if
it
I
to
move it
the
here,
blue pawn to b5.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so move this guy. Move this, and then if I move this, you'll be in check, right?
You need to move that pawn, yeah.
Oh, right.
E2, yeah.
Okay. Capture that. All right.
The D rank pawn is pinned. It can't move because it will allow you to hit the king.
Yeah. So try and move that. Maybe this is happening when we have a pinned thing. Maybe that is what's causing the issue. Specifically, when we have a pinned thing, something is.
Can you not move anymore? Can you not move?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Nope.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that would explain why it only happened a few times. And maybe we just weren't watching, but it was just a piece that couldn't move anywhere.
If you're not watching carefully, it's very easy to get a pinned piece.
Yeah. So, okay, we need to figure out why exactly this is happening. So first, let's validate that is our bug. We're going to go ahead and go to our board function, and we're going to set up our board so that it starts with a pinned piece. Where's our setup board function?
Oh, so yeah, we can just start off by moving bishop to where it was just now.
Okay, so we just want to move a white bishop to B. So the white bishop, well, let's move a black bishop so that we can do this on our first turn. So let's take a black bishop and put it right. Let's see, so the king is right here. So if we put a black bishop on
B4. Maybe it would be worthwhile just for setup purposes to make a B,
yeah, I was thinking that.
like column row converter.
Let's do it. Function get notation space. Gonna take in a car. Gonna take in a num.
Do we have string index of in
Index of. Yeah, we do.
Okay, that makes it easy because we can just do the A, B, C, D, E, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's what I'm doing. So we have this find index of, and we're going to do A, B, C, D, E, F. So G, H. So remember I did this lowercase. Joey, you're in charge, remembering that I did this lowercase.
Yeah.
And we're going to do this find index of car. And now we're going to do a return. We're going to return our spot. So this is going to be a tile map location. And we need to figure out what the edge of our board is. So the column is
This
pattern.
Or 613 was the other side. Never mind. That was the width, not the.
Yeah, this pattern makes it too difficult to tell.
6,
right here, 6, 3.
3. Yeah.
6, 3. So we just need to do 6 plus our index and 3 plus our num. Yeah, because they. Sorry, we have to do
3 plus
6
8
plus
minus
our index and.
I think it's 3 plus 8 minus num. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that. Okay, so 3 plus the index, and this is going to be 6 plus 8 minus the num. Hi, Hassan.
8.
And the nums are 1 index, so I think it's actually going to be 6 plus 7 minus the.
Wait, this is 6, right? The 6 is on the letters.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're going to do that plus 6. Then this is going to be the num. We're going to do 8 minus the num. Is that right? 8
yes.
minus the num plus, and this is going to be 3. No,
So if we,
2.
Yeah, we can just calculate this one out real quick. If we type in 3 as or 8 as the num, this will be 8 minus 8 plus 2. That would be wrong. So 3 plus 3.
Oh, you're right. It is plus 3. Yeah. So if we put in 1 as the num, it's going to be 3 plus 7, which will be right. Okay. Yeah. So that's right. All right. So let's go ahead and go to our setup board function, and we're just going to create an extra bishop for black.
Someday, for cleanliness, we might want to convert this, but that's not a now thing. Might convert all these tile map call rows, but we can do that later.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're going to put this on, we said B3? B3? Or let's see, it's B5? That's what we want to do? No.
We're doing black king's white king, right?
Yeah, so we want to do B4. B4, yep. All right, let's see if we did it right. B4, there's the king. Okay.
Nice.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to try and move this piece and see if our game freezes. Does indeed. All right, that's good.
Are y'all trying to figure out like bugs, or are you trying to figure out more, just programming more of the game rules?
We're implementing finishing implementation.
Yeah, so we're doing the last rule we have. Well, there's 2 more rules technically, but we're doing the last one that we're going to implement. We're not going to do the perpetual map stalemate whatever rule. But we are doing the check for check move. So you can't do a move that would put you into check. And unfortunately, right now, pinned pieces seem to have a bug, which is that when we try to move a piece that is pinned, so a piece that has no valid moves because moving it would put you into check, we have some sort of infinite loop and the game freezes. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the debugger. And we're going to go over here and we're going to try and move this piece. Right? This piece. And there we go. Our game is now frozen. And we're going to wait. What's happening here?
What?
Oh, I have a breakpoint somewhere.
Maybe we should have like a clear breakpoints button because you can't find them.
That would be wonderful. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Continue. Sorry. Debug on. Continue. Move the piece. This piece. Game is frozen. Quick pause. Game is real frozen. There we go. And this is on our on-game update. What? So no code is actually running.
Did you
wait a second? Our game is not frozen.
Can you move the mouse?
I think what's happening is something is causing our cursor not to get.
Not to get moved, right?
Yeah.
Well, press menu button then. We can just check that easily.
Well, that's a good point. Go frozen. Press menu. No, okay, we are frozen. Okay, well, our debugger does not seem to be pausing in the right way, so we're going to go ahead and put a breakpoint here and go continue. Now we're going to try and move this guy. So move him. Okay, we're here. Step, 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 it does do a lot of stuff.
Is that it just keeps stepping until you figure out when you're in the loop?
Yeah. Unfortunately, this might be too complicated for us to. Oh, you want to? Yeah, let's just turn on slow-mo.
Probably
No,
not. It's like
oh, that is too slow. Yeah, we're too slow. All right. So we need to. Okay. Let's hit our thing again. We're going to get rid of this now, and we're going to put this here and see if we ever get to this spot. Continue. Okay, we did get to this spot. So now we're going to step our right. That's right. Set highlighted piece to the parent. Place on top of unmoved location. Place on top of unmoved location. Continue. And now this is running again for some reason.
Does the debugger have a like to show you the stack, the history of calls?
It doesn't JavaScript. Doesn't in blocks. I don't want to go to JavaScript though.
Fair enough.
Share the project, go to incognito, and then.
Hey guys, I have some sudden intuition about what
Yeah.
could be.
What's up? Wait, I thought you had intuition.
Oh no! I was going off of Joey's joke of sharing the project and then looking at it myself.
It would work, right? We would be able to go to JavaScript without messing up our project.
All right. We'll do it. All right. We don't want to move to JavaScript because we're doing this as a blocks project, and if you have a really big blocks project, it's kind of dangerous to go to JavaScript. So we're going to go ahead and import our URL, and we have now made a second copy of our project.
Hey.
Now I can go to JavaScript.
Oh, I think it's probably worth mentioning that the main danger that I have seen at least is just it doesn't look anything like it does when we go back.
Your code will still be fine.
It'll still work. It's just like all of a sudden all the functions will be in different spots and like it's annoying.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go into here. We're going to go to our code and go to where we are doing our thing. So right here, sprite kind cursor overlaps with hitbox. Then here's where we're doing our check for check. So let's go ahead and put our breakpoint there. Now let's go ahead and press this guy, so this should freeze our game. And we're going to do a step over. Okay, yep, so this piece got eliminated. Now we're moving to the other location. We're doing a check for check. This is getting eliminated. And now we're going over all of our potential move spots. That looks good. Now we are going to set our highlighted piece right there. Now we're going to do place on tile, read data sprite, that. And now we're doing the place on tile, moving it back to the unmoved location. Okay, so this all looks good. Now this is running a second time. Why is that happening? I do continue again. Is it good? What is this nonsense? Okay, finally stopped.
Is this getting queued up a couple times while A is pressed? No, it wouldn't. It has to complete the, because that's in an on-game update, right? Or it's in an overlaps.
True. Okay, wait, where am I right now? Okay, I'm back here again.
It's only supposed to happen if the A button is pressed.
Is this just because the simulator thinks the A button is pressed, though? Because it's the debugger? You get what I'm saying, Joey? We have that bug.
Which bug?
If I press the A button and I do something to leave the focus of the simulator, then the A button gets stuck down.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be rough.
yeah, because it doesn't fire the.
It doesn't catch the released.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what else can we do here? I'm trying to think of like where we could even have an infinite loop in this code. We're mainly doing for ofs. There are like 2 while loops, I think. I think they're pretty safe. They're just the ones that we use when we check for. Okay, I guess there's more than 2. There's quite a few, but I think they're all pretty safe. Just move and check. Turn on defined, right? And can I move here? We're getting a lot of noise from your mic, Hassan.
Oh, sorry, that's probably me typing. I'll have to mute. I have Cherry MX green switches, which are even louder than blues. Just be glad that I'm not bringing this keyboard into the office.
Feel like a typewriter in the office with that.
Yeah, I think it'd be just slightly less loud than a typewriter.
Okay, well, there's an easy way to check this theory that we have. Let's go to that same place where we were doing our check right here, check for check. And we're going to move a different pawn, one that should not freeze the game.
Check. Nice.
There you go. Continue. Okay, so that is what's happening, and that's kind of making this debug useless. All right, let's go to where we do a move sprite. And no, we know it's frozen because
you press the menu button and it didn't pop.
Yeah.
Let's just make it so we can only do it once. Let's put a top level variable like has moved or something and just skip out of that whole thing and ignore it.
All right, so let's go to our button pressed handler. So where we're calling that check for check. Oh, I can use Control F. Oh, actually, we can use that in the
that blocks too.
Yeah.
Even bigger blocks.
All right here. We're gonna say we can use local variables because we're in JavaScript. Yay! Let moving equal true. moving equals false. Actually, we don't want this to be local.
Yeah, we just want that top row.
Yeah. Moving equals false. Now we want this to be moving equals true. And we're going to say if moving return. Right?
I don't know if you set it back to false or to true at the end or false at the end, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that this will do anything right now. I thought we were hitting the overlap multiple times in a row, which was the issue, but maybe that is not.
Yeah. Okay. So to make that happen,
I think we're fine. We're fine with it. We just want to see that it gets through the first move, right?
Yeah. So you just want it to never run again. So you want me to get rid of this?
Just completely destroy it. Yeah. Because we just want to get through it and see the first eval.
That is indeed what's happening. Why though?
I muted myself. What's happening?
So basically, we are getting into an infinite loop of calling this function, it looks like. So I'm going to do a set timeout and put in 500 and get rid of that. And we're going to press play. And we're going to see if we fixed our bug.
I completely forgot we had set timeout as a top level thing we added in.
Oh no, I can still never move again.
Well, that's because of this, right? Oh no, because he did do a set timeout at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, but no. You can't move the black piece, right?
No, I couldn't. Okay, so there you go. That piece can move. Now I try to move this one.
Whoa.
Okay, well, actually, this moving thing seems to have caused some trouble. Well, let's see if it did actually. So let's go ahead and do like highlight this one, which we can move. What is happening? Oh my gosh, I'm going insane. Let's see. We're still getting a lot of noise from your mic, Hassan, and I don't think it's I think it's your air conditioner or something. Like a wind. Okay, so everything's super broken now.
Anymore, right? We can move again, but it is just not working.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna go back to our unmodified game and see if this. Okay, so we broke something.
Okay.
All right, so let's unbreak that. We need to let's see. We're calling highlight move spots here, right? And this should delete all of the other move spots that exist because we're passing in true. So let's go ahead and check to make sure that's true. Where's our highlight move spots? Right here. Destroy all sprites of kind, highlight. Oh, we also want to destroy all sprites of kind, highlight hitbox.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense too, because at the very end we're using all the highlight hitboxes to generate the highlights, right?
Yes. Okay, that fixed it. I'm not sure I understand why that fixed it, but it fixed it.
Wait,
y'all hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Do you hear any of the noise you were hearing before?
Nope.
Okay, I switched back to my normal mic, so it's a little bit quieter. I'll try and be loud. What fixed the issue?
So we were at some point, I think I was dragging blocks around, and we got rid of this destroy all sprites of kind highlight hitbox.
Okay.
And I'm gonna guess. No, actually, I don't know why this fixed it.
Wait, so the D pawn, if you click it, it does nothing now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disappeared.
Well, apparently if I double click it, it destroys itself.
That's the throw the piece off the table and pretend you never saw it. Interesting.
I think what's happening is it's no, I don't know why that's happening, but it's better than we were in before, I think. If I double click any other pieces, then that doesn't happen, does it?
Can we add a buzzer noise if we check highlights and it ends up with 0 results? With if length of like hitbox, highlight hitbox is 0?
I don't have sound piped, so I will do
well,
something else instead.
Buzzer like confetti.
You found no.
Just so it doesn't feel broken, right? Because if you click on something and you don't recognize that it's pinned, then it would feel broken.
Okay, we're gonna do I have story. We're gonna go to here. We're gonna do print at, and this is actually I put this thing at the bottom, this white bar at the bottom for messages.
Oh, fancy. This is way better than what I was thinking because I forgot you had the story, so I was just saying like use a screen effect that's garbage just so we have something.
Yeah, I know what you were saying. I rejected it. So we're gonna do if the length of array of sprites of kind. What the heck? What the heck?
What the heck?
That was odd. It was a little bit of blocky weirdness. Okay, we're gonna change this to be the kind highlight hitbox equals 0. Then we're gonna print no valid moves. And we're gonna print that at 80 for the Y, which is halfway through the screen, and the Y is going to be, this is the center, so it's gonna be 116, right?
Oh, that's the center of the text. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so here, we'll click this and well, odd.
X.
Is this like a Z-index thing?
The bottom is just a tile map, right? I think so. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, so it shouldn't. Oh, is it printing in white?
Is the default white, not black?
I think it might be white. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. Maybe I remembered the API wrong. Let's make this 60.
Could it be saying that the taking itself
This is blocking. What am I doing? This is blocking.
It's in an on overlap, so it should be fine. Is it?
Oh, yeah?
Is it? I think that actually would make sense. Taking itself is being counted as a valid move. Does that make sense?
I shouldn't be doing that though, because
oh, because there's no highlight on.
Yeah.
But it's actually taking the action, so it feels like that is being counted as a valid move, right?
Yeah, I don't know how exactly though, you know?
Is it calculating? It's calculating as a valid move because the blue
bishop could take it, maybe. So it says this is a valid to kill this by the blue bishop. Instead of.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, okay, so that's what.
Does that happen on anyone though? Because
plot thickens.
Oh no, we have created the highlight.
Yeah, okay, so we are leaking a highlight hitbox from check for check, which makes sense. So let's go to our check for check function. Check for check, check for check. I have a check and I will treat it for your check. Oh, duh.
Wait, what was that one? I missed it.
This explains everything.
What? What explains everything? Oh, we found the leaky sprite.
Yeah. Okay, well, it doesn't explain why the piece is disappearing, but it explains the rest of it. So what the issue was if the value does overlap with the king, we were not destroying all the sprites of kind of highly hitbox.
Yes. Okay.
So we were leaking sprites there.
Is it enough that it would?
Oh, because if it was calling it multiple times in a row, so if it was calling it like 6 times in a row, we would go out to like hundreds.
Yes.
But even like 200 is like, it's slow, but it's not dead. Sprites usually.
But if the
but each one
longer
gets calculated again.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've had a game where it's had 8,000 sprites and it's like 0.5 FPS is what I was saying.
8,000. Wow.
It was my penguin game where I did exponential penguin growth.
But no, the issue is that these overlap events run in their own fibers.
Yeah, and so it just expands. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, we figured it out. Okay, so we could actually, well, first we still need to figure out why we can destroy ourselves. No valid moves, so the piece just leaves. Oh wait, it came back.
Oh, was it temporarily moved as part of that?
Yeah.
I see.
We're good now. We did it.
Okay, so it was never being destroyed. It was just like unrendered for a moment.
Yeah. It was being moved somewhere else, and yeah.
Basically, our check for check was like temporarily dropping it over and checking the positions there, and so it was in that hidden position.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Well, that's perfect timing because we have 1 minute left, right?
Yeah, it's true. It took the whole time, but I think we have successfully implemented checking for check. And it wasn't that bad except for that one bug, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, the code wasn't bad at all. It was just debugging that one thing.
Yeah.
So next time we do this stream, we're going to change this game to generate random chessboards where the pieces you have are random, and then we're going to play chess against each other. It'll be fun. That's why I added the A notation so that someone could read me their chess moves.
Well, I mean, the other fun part would be that we can make it so it can replay chess games and stuff like that, right? You can take in a chess notation and just replay all the moves one by one. That's kind of fun. I always like that demo.
Could.
Not on stream, right? That's anybody could take this and do that in like 20 minutes now.
That's true. I would like to do, I want to put a menu in the front, and the menu should be like all queens or random pieces, and we'll have like different generation modes, you know?
Queens. Oh my gosh.
We could do like, maybe we could do other modes too, like checkers, where if you take a piece, you get another move. That's probably
Wait, that might
only
make
with
the code
pawns.
complicated.
How about only with pawns?
I played a version of chess like that, where you like take pieces.
The beauty of just changing the pieces you have, though, is that we don't have to change the code at all.
That's
except
fair.
for putting the pieces there.
And I mean, then it is basically there was a game like this, wasn't there? There was dumb chess.
Really bad chess.
Really bad chess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to do like scramble mode, which is you have the same pieces, but they're all in random positions.
Mm-hmm.
And then random mode, which is you have random pieces, and then also like random asymmetrical, where you just have random pieces, and Joey might get all the queens.
I really like the idea of a random the first one where it's just shuffled, just on the off chance that you somehow get a checkmate on the first turn.
Yeah, we should probably maybe we won't do. Maybe we'll do something to ensure that the king is on the.
I think it's kind of funny. It would be funny if you lose by.
I think we will do random. The king will be on the back line to prevent that from happening. Right.
I think it would be enjoyable to start off with
Okay. Well, we will have to do check for checkmate if we do that, but now that we have check for check implemented, we should be able to do that pretty easily. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had fun. I know I didn't because of all that debugging stuff. But tune in next week. We're going to be doing fun chess stuff, which is good because chess is a notoriously unfun game. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad at me. I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Hassan, at Hassan on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe, at J1 on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm just going to turn this board back to normal, get rid of that extra bishop. Get out of here. All right.